there, and welcome to DHC. If this is your first time here, DHC is a weekly podcast dedicated to talking about culture and future. Check us out on all media platforms each week as we bring up-to-date and relevant commentary. So without further ado, let's do it.
Hey, what's up? This is
Ray
and Simon, and we're coming at you today with Are We Slaves to Our Phones?
Well, there's been a new article out with some crazy research that's saying that happiness research. Although, first of all, I like the title, happiness researchers. like that's like Dr. Gordon, happiness researcher. Like that's his title.
That's what's on his business card.
Anyway, happiness researcher explains how social media is making you unhappy. According to, again, happiness researcher and psychologist Dr. Tim Bono, social media has changed the ways we relate to each other. We're updated on what's happening to the world and to our immediate surroundings faster. We know what our friends and family are up to, but just like any new development, social media can backfire if it's abused or not handled well. So there's a few things that they talk about. They talk about decreased attention span. Social media has given users instant, easy access to information and entertainment. People get so used to instant gratification, they can't control their impulses anymore. So they're saying that if we can't resist the urge to check Facebook for a silent 6-minute period, we might not be able to keep our mind from wandering when it needs to pay attention to something.
Sure, I see that quite a bit.
So what do you? I mean, you're on your phone a lot, definitely. I'll call you up on that one.
Yes.
You're on the Facebook, on the Instagram, on the Snapchat, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm a slave to these social medias.
You're a slave. So, but do you accept that? Do you feel what they're saying? Does it make you unhappy?
You know, I have reasoning for being on my social media.
Oh, you're gonna say work again.
It is work related. So I have projects and stuff I work on. I do art and I like to advertise my art. But yeah, I do get caught up quite a bit in what this person is saying and what that person is saying, or there's conflict between two people, and you start reading comments and you get caught up in that, and yeah. So I am definitely a slave to it. I will say.
I agree. Right on top of that is it's saying that it's addictive. So most of us know that we spend long hours checking our social media accounts, but we still do it. That's because it's addicting. In the same way, a gambler in Las Vegas continues to place his bets on a favorite game even if he loses big time. The solution here, guys, is just to put away your phone at arm's reach. It's definitely addictive. How many times would you say that you click on your, social media application a day? Probably like 50 times, maybe?
Or more.
So, you don't you feel bad about this.
I'm crying if you guys can't tell.
You can hear crying. The other one is people don't interact anymore. The strongest component of happiness is the strength of our connection to others. However, this doesn't refer to the number of friends or followers you have on Facebook. It's our social media time has encroached on the quality and quantity of our person-to-person connections. I totally 100% agree with this one. The reason is I kind of think back to, again, back in my day, we really couldn't connect with somebody else other than if we just like called them or went and saw them.
Yeah.
Right? I really couldn't send them a message, which I can now. Like if I want to talk to you, if I really wanted to talk to you, like it was important, right? I'd probably just come. I would still text you. I feel like I would still, even if it was important, I'd probably text you.
Which, I mean, it's understandable. It's convenient.
And maybe you're not home or something like that either, right? So
that's right.
But back in the day, what are we doing? We're going to people's houses. We're saying hello. I mean, I remember. Do you remember ringing a doorbell? Or now, what do we do now? We text when we're at each other's house.
Yeah.
We text like here.
That's true. That is very true.
We don't even ring the damn doorbell.
We don't ring the bell. We don't knock on the door. Just send a text message.
I remember there was this interesting time. I was like and this is true, I was like 16 or something like this, and I wanted to go see my friend, but like there was really no way I could contact him. Like I could call his house phone, but I don't know, his parents would pick up, whatever. So, but we just wanted to hang out. I wanted to hang out with him, right? So, if we wanted to hang out nowadays, what would we do? We text, be like, hey, what's up? Want to hang out or call or whatever it is. But I literally walked to his house, okay? And it's not even that weird. It's now that I think about it, but I feel like it would be weird now. I literally walked to his house. That guy left. He lived like miles away, kilometers away, okay? I walked to his house and I just went up to him and I just rang the doorbell and I was like, hey, what's up? Want to hang out? Yeah, that's exactly why I walked all this fucking time for. Exactly.
No, that's how I used to do it back in the day. I mean, I used to go. All my friends lived close to me. They weren't kilometers away like you. But I went to another country. Okay, I wanted to hang out. I was lonely as hell.
Was
he your pen pal?
Yeah.
Was he your pen? I don't. If anybody remembers what a pen pal is nowadays, but anyways, yeah, no, I would go to my friend's house and. Usually, I'd either try to call them. If not, I'd walk to their house, knock on the door. Their parents would let me know they're there or not. And if they were, we'd hang out.
And if they weren't, you just walk your back. Sad ass back home.
Yeah.
So these social comparisons, the social interactions nowadays, very less. I even think about like friends that I have now that I still had before. It's become to a point where do you feel like you have more of an online social interaction with them, like social media interaction with them, rather than just being in real life?
You know what? Yes, absolutely. Because it's funny, I could have multiple conversations going, and not even just on one app. I could have conversations going on Instagram and Facebook. I could be texting somebody. I can have all these things going on, but when I'm actually sitting with that person, it's awkward.
Yeah?
Yep. It is awkward.
You mean example? What's an example?
So, like, let's say the other day I was talking to a buddy of mine, and we were making plans to hang out on the weekend, and he was like, okay, cool, and then we went on to a topic about work. And then from work, it went on to a topic about animals, and then from animals to a girl he likes.
Like you're still texting, or
this is all done on the phone.
Oh, okay.
All done on the phone. Yeah. And then like the weekend came. It was the day of the event, and I went to his house, and you know I went inside. I texted him here.
Yeah.
And then I went inside, and we sat down, and even though. Like, we had a crazy conversation that day, and then some time passed, right? So there was other events happening in our life. We sat down, we went over those events really quick, and that was it. We just sat there staring at each other. And it got awkward to the point where he's like, I'm just gonna play some music. I'm like, okay. I think that's a good idea.
It's like an awkward date.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know about you, man, but me, I could talk to people no problem on my phone. But when I'm in real life, it gets a little hard, and I gotta like push myself to actually talk to people.
But I don't think that's you. I feel like that's the other guy that was awkward, because you're very talkative. Do you think it was you that was making it awkward, or both of you, or what? Why was it awkward? I mean, you guys have been talking all this time. Why would it be awkward? Is it just because you talked everything out already, or like there's no topics, or like face-to-face interaction is weird?
I couldn't even put my thumb on it because I don't even know why. It's just awkward that I got there, we talked for like 2 minutes, and then we stared at each other, and then we had to wait for our other friends to come over, and then they came over, and we all started getting into a group, and we started talking and chatting and laughing and whatever else. But it's just weird. I'm telling you, like I find, and it's not just me, I've met other people like this. They can talk to people on phones, but when you're face to face with somebody, it feels different.
Yeah, it does feel different, but that's how it's always felt. You know what I mean? No. Of course it does. No?
No.
I think just the point of, us being so... We just forgot how to talk to each other. That's what I fucking think. We just don't even know how to, like, fucking talk to each other. Like, I know I sometimes feel a little weird if I talk to my neighbor. But it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that. I just think all these social media and stuff has really changed us, because even when you're typing out a message, we abbreviate a lot of sayings. LOL. Right? Like,
No one's laughing. No one's laughing out loud.
nobody's laughing.
That's the next part they talk about is social comparisons become the norm. Bono and other psychologists know that this is a bane. People who measure their worth against what others own find it hard to be happy. Unfortunately, social media lets us know that others have achieved, where they spent their grand vacation and other things that could make us envious. It's almost impossible not to get carried away by a tidal wave of comparison. So you see, your friends are going to, on a vacation or to an island or something like that. That kind of makes you feel, I guess, sad and lonely sometimes that you're not doing all these things and you end up comparing your life to them.
Sure.
But the biggest thing is people are always going to post the best things. If I'm like heavily depressed, I'm not going to be posting anything, right? So when you're looking at your social media, your Instagram, and you're seeing people like they're on this trip or they're having fun and all this stuff, and maybe some people get envious and jealous of that, keep in mind that's like a percentile of their lives. That's what social media is about. It's about posting the cool things and the fun things that you're doing.
Yeah, very true.
Right? And the biggest thing about what we were talking about in the first place is, are you a slave to your phone versus / social media is sleep deprivation.
Oh, that's a big one.
So sleep is essential to well-being.
Well-being, physical, mental health. Like, people need sleep. I don't think there are enough people out there who really understand how important sleep is. It affects your weight, any type of physical health, your mood. Like, it's just so important that you get enough sleep.
What can you do though?
Put the phone down.
That's exactly.
It's funny because you asked the question and there really is a simple answer towards it. Put the phone down. It's just like we were talking earlier on. It's harder to do that because we're so attached to these devices. We carry them everywhere.
That's exactly what the solution is. It says keep your phone off your nightstand before going to sleep. Do not do deep breathing exercises or read a book to divert your attention. Choose something that reduces brain activity, which is the opposite of what social media does.
Yeah.
So sleep deprivation, huge. I mean, you're on your phone, especially that light too, right? That light on your phone or your computer is hitting you.
Yeah.
That's actually a big thing that negates sleep and the quality of sleep that you get.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, if you're in a room that's completely pitch black and you got this one light going, your eyes are going to focus to it, your brain power is going to focus towards it, and you're going to watch something or read something, and then you're going to jump from that to another thing, and next thing you know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, oh, geez, I got to be up in 2 hours. Like,
yeah. I mean, even if you're going to dinner out, if me and you go somewhere, or I go somewhere with my wife, I grab my phone when we've ordered and we're waiting. I'm looking at my phone. My wife's looking at my phone or her phone. And she's looking at my phone. My wife is looking at her phone, and that interaction, that personal interaction, it really bothers me sometimes. But I do it myself. It's almost, I can't control it. It's impulsive.
I know, that's the thing. It just happens. Your body just reacts to it.
Why can't we just sit there and be quiet, or just, we don't even have to have a conversation. Why can't we just sit there and just like stare off into space like we did 20 years ago?
Because people think you're a rapist. That's what society has come to now.
They just think you're fucking weird by just sitting there and not saying anything. Thanks for listening, and if you liked what you heard and have feedback for future topics, please email us at dhcconvos, that's dhcconvos @gmail.com. Please make sure to comment your thoughts on this week's topic below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. Until next time, this is Ray and Simon on DHC.